This is a quick video looking at setting up a DaVinci Resolve database and your working folders using an external hard drive on a shared machine. I've got my DaVinci Resolve open and ready to start, and I've got my source materials on my external hard drive. First thing I'm going to do is go over into this DaVinci window and hit this little projects button over here, which shows and hides the project library. As you can see, we're on a local database which is localized to the machine that I'm working on, but this is not where I want to work. So I'm going to add a project library using the Add Project Library button down here, and I'm going to give it a name. It just has to be a memorable name. In fact, I can just pick a random name. So I'm going to call my database George, for example, and I'm going to now browse and find a location for it. Well, obviously I want to use my external hard drive. And here's today's test folder, and I'm going to create a new folder inside here, call it DVR folders, and inside there, just to keep things nice and neat, I'm going to create a DVR database, and I'm going to put the name of the database in the folder, DVR database George. Okay, so there we go, and I'm going to open that. And then over here, I can create that database. And now I have my database folder inside my DVR folders up here. Okay, so I'm ready to crack on. So if I open this untitled project, we can click on the button there and we can now create a new project. I'm just going to call this test project to get started. But you can see straight away, we've got something that we need to change the location of here. The media location is in my users folder on the localized machine, so I need to change that location. And once again, I'm going to go onto my folder and find my DVR folders. For media location, I'm going to just pick my source materials folder here, and I'm going to create that. Okay, the software is open, but before I dive in and do anything else, I'm going to go down to this bottom corner. And I'm going to have a look. I've got my project manager and my project settings both visible from down here. Project settings is where I want to have a look at. And what I'm going to do is check a few settings in here before I progress. The default timeline format that it's coming up with is 1920 by 1080, but I want to be clicking on here. I'm going to select an Ultra HD project for working on here, and also I'm going to change my timeline frame rate from 24 to 25 because I'm going to be editing using 25 frame per second footage. My video monitoring, I can also change that as well, Ultra HD 25 frame per second. But it's down here in this working folders section that I want to make some changes. The proxy generation location, the cache files location, and the gallery stills location by default are all on the machine that I'm working on. And once again, I need to reset them onto my hard drive. So I'm going to start with proxy media. I'm going to click on browse, go find my hard drive, find my folder for today, and in DVR folders, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this one proxy media. And I'm going to open that one. Same thing for cache clip, going to browse to the same location. Create a new folder in here called cache clip. And open that one. And same for gallery stills location. There's a dot gallery there. I'm not going to put the dot in there, but I am going to put that folder onto here. Same thing, DVR folders, new folder, gallery, and I'm going to select that. Then I'll click on the open button and go back to this area here. Proxy settings I'll worry about at a different point, but right now if I click on save, I'm ready to get started.